Hey y'all, it's Beth with Carolina Princess Sweet Treats and Pretties. Welcome back to the channel and welcome if it's your first time here. Today I want to share some decorating hacks with you and a little bit of my Easter decor. Now I know a lot of us YouTubers really love decorating and we decorate for each of the seasons, and a lot of times we'll share our decorations with you through open collaborations in our videos. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 decorating hacks as I show you my Easter decor. So come on and let's get started. So y'all, if you've watched any of my home decor videos before, you will know this is the area that I like to decorate most often. And my first tip is keep it simple. So this is our dining room, and we do use this when company comes over for small group and things like that. And if you notice, sometimes when I decorate, there's a tablecloth here, but I love this table that I got for free and these chairs that I got at Goodwill. And so this time I wanted to keep it just a little simple and fresh. Also using these crates right now as decorations until I found me some vintage corner shelves. So I wanted to kind of show you just how you can decorate for each season by just keeping it simple. My second tip is use what you have. Y'all, you will see that I have a bunch of faux flowers all throughout my Easter decorations in all beautiful spring colors. And believe it or not, I've had this little bunny planter for about 20 years. Now, it's not anything super old or fancy or anything like that, but I've just kept what I have and I continue to just put it away and reuse it every year. That also goes with the little plush animal here. I have a mama bunny with 2 babies that is made by Russ, and this was actually my childhood Easter toy, so I've just kept it through the years and I bring it out at Easter to add to my display. Down here on the bottom of this shelf is another example. You will see this little sign, which I love very much, in many videos. I just keep moving it around and using it in different vignettes. And then I am a cookie baker, so I always have lots of cookie cutters, and I am reusing this little glass container, just adding a little bit more of those flowers in there just to add a little bit of color. Now this was a gift from Lorianne Sugar Britches. She actually hand painted that, y'all. Isn't it absolutely beautiful? And I thought it was perfect for my little spring and Easter display. Here you will see another one of these painted rocks. Again, look how much detail there is in there. And that again is by Lorianne Sugar Britches. I added a few more flowers, and this is something I made. And that's my third tip. Make something. There's all different ways to craft and repurpose things. This is an old bed spring that I actually painted and then added some flowers and made a nest and got a whole bag of these from Goodwill. And I thought that was really sweet for a spring display right here at Easter. Speaking of making something, I found a dresser scarf and a little hanky that was pretty damaged. So what I did was made a little soft bunny out of it. I used some hot glue and some ribbons and some batting, and I made the ears and the face of this little bunny here. I thought that mama bunny was cute. And then with the hanky that had a hole in it, I cut around it and I filled it, put a little bit of the batting for the tail, another little bow at the top with some ears, and I made a baby bunny. So just by repurposing some vintage things that I wasn't gonna be able to resell, but I thought were super cute, I was able to make 2 little bunnies. Now, as a former teacher, I have lots of books. I have a little collection of the little golden books. So I thought I'll just add a little bunny book. Again, I added another little colored cookie cutter there. And this little hobnail pitcher, milk glass, was my grandmother's. And again, there's some more of the flowers that I have. And that makes for another little spot for my spring and Easter decor. Another thing that I made was this really cute little rag swag. Now I have a video of how to make a rag swag. It has all of the different little spring colors in here. I'll link that video below and in the iCard above. And I made it long enough to go across both of my farmhouse windows, and I love the color that it adds. I can leave this up for the whole springtime, and it really does add a little bit of spring to my dining room. Now, my fourth tip is to treat yourself. Go thrifting, y'all. When I went thrifting, I found these little wooden bunnies that I've added to the end of my rag swag. I have one on this side, and as I go across, here is the other little bunny. And I put those both just hanging there to add a little bit of Easter. Now, after Easter is over, I can take those down and still leave my rag swag up. Middle shelf on this side of the window has a couple of little things. One, I've reused these white flowers, and there's another cookie cutter, along with a few things that I found at the Dollar Tree. I have this Hello Spring, and I also have a little pink ballerina bunny crewel piece. Now, I bought this from Debbie at Our Vagabond Travels at a live sale, and I thought the colors and the fact that it was a bunny was perfect for my vignette. Very top of these, y'all, I did treat myself. This is a cute little Easter bunny candy box, and you can see that his eyes open and close there as you move him. And this was only $5, but I did treat myself to that, as well as these darling little bunny egg cups. Now, I can't remember for the life of me where I got these little egg cups, but I do know it was from a reseller. So I've just added some of the Easter grass and some more speckled eggs. I'm telling you, I got a bag of those speckled eggs, y'all, at Goodwill, and I have used them all over this house. So that's all of the things that are on this little side of the window in the display. And the only couple of items that I didn't show you was this little donkey. Now, you all know that I love donkeys, so I found this little donkey. I believe I got this maybe from Debbie at Our Vagabond Travels as well at a live sale. And I also picked up one more of these little hanging pieces from the Dollar Tree. A very simple area that I have is over here in what I like to call my sideboard. It really holds a lot of my mailing supplies, to be honest, but I do like to display the top of it. And again, it's very simple, and it's all decorated with things that I either already had or that I thrifted. So if we look at this Tale of Peter Rabbit book, I did thrift that. I believe it was like 25 cents. It's a large book, so I put it right there in an easel. I also thrifted this beautiful little bowl and saucer here, and I love the colors. And again, more flowers that were thrifted, just added a piece there. Then there is a little boy with a bunny and a carrot on one side, and a little girl with a bunny and a carrot on that side. And both of those were thrifted. Now, y'all, if you've watched a video of mine before, you will notice that everything has price tags on it, because I use my inventory to style my home until it's time to sell it. And sometimes I keep it for one season, and then I'm able to resell it either in my booth or in live sales. In this one, I've had this clear glass bowl for a really long time. It usually has candy in it, but I wanted to display some eggs. And y'all, I've had these eggs since I was teaching. So those little plastic eggs have been inside, outside, and in all kinds of containers for about 15 years. And again, this was one of my Easter treats. In 2002, I love Winnie the Pooh, and so someone gifted me this little Eeyore because he is a little donkey, and you know I love donkeys, and he just looks thrilled. So I just have Eeyore sitting in the lid of my clear glass little canister, and that's the way we repurpose and that we use items that we can find at the thrift store to make our decor very simple. Spot in the dining room is the centerpiece table, which is a tiered tray that I made myself. So when we say make things, this is very simple. And if you'd like to know how I made this tiered tray, I will link the video right above. So let's look at these things to see, is it simple? Did I make it? or is it thrifted, and is it reused over and over, something that I already had? Well, I bought this. I believe I got this from Thrifter, Junker, Vintage Hunter. I can't be sure, but I do believe that this little dresser scarf I bought from her probably about 2 years ago. I also thrifted this beautiful little vintage postcard, and I recently thrifted this little cake tin back there. I'll link that video where Tippy Winks Vintage and I met up and went shopping again. This little Easter sign was part of the bag that had the little bunnies that you saw hanging on the rag swag at the ends. This was also in that bag, so I have kept that. Then this little cute Fitz and Floyd bunny salt and pepper shaker came with the little chick salt and pepper shaker, so I was able to use those as a set. And if you notice, look at all of the flowers. Now they are just picked off little by little. Sometimes there's just 1 or 2 of them, but it just adds a little bit of color, and I use that as a filler. Going around the table, I have thrifted this as well. It was about 99 cents, and I just love the meaning and the colors of that. And this little bunny is a little Goble bunny that was actually mine when I was little. So again, I am using something that I already had. As well as with, there's another little golden book, and it matched the little chick right there. So I added that with some greenery and some yellow flowers around there just to use as fillers. But again, we're keeping it simple. Now this little blue donkey, y'all, and this card is one of my favorite things. And I got this from Michelle at Newton's Cupboard. And here's some more of those speckled eggs. I just filled them in the back of my little donkey, and isn't he darling? The tray is topped off and finished with 2 more items. It is a thrifted, joyous Easter Day little vintage postcard, as well as one sexy little bunny at the very bottom, all in the flowers, and that one was also thrifted. So you see, y'all, you can use things that you already have, you can thrift a few items, and you can keep it very simple, as well as make things to have a wonderful Easter display. My kitchen is so very busy, I often just add a few decorations here. And what did I do but keep it very simple and use what I already had by adding a bunny shape and a carrot shape cookie cutter to my existing little display of vintage baked goods. Here is the very last little area, and this is under our television set that I decorate for Easter. I was given this little Easter blessings sign there. I thrifted this little white cross. This Easter basket was an Easter basket that I had when I was younger. And y'all, there are some of the eggs. So I just filled that out. The last thing that I'll share with you is this beautiful little lamb dream pet that I picked up from Barbie at Punk, Funk, and Junk. And I love this little lamb, and I think she makes a perfect addition to my very simple Easter decorations. So that's it. That's all, y'all. Those are only 4 of the hacks, and the last hack, the 5th hack, is have fun. Keep it simple, use what you already have, make something and treat yourself, whether that be at a live sale, the thrift store, or buying a little something new at maybe Target or Ross or something like that. And lastly, just have fun with it. We don't live in big mansions. We just have a simple home here. So I just wanted to add a little bit of Easter joy to the house as part of the decoration. So I wish each of you a very blessed Easter. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, y'all stay pretty and be sweet. Bye-bye.